Yo, what's up, guys? It's RJ with Future Media and Roads to Liberty and a bunch of other things. Checking in with you guys. Actually, this is my newest project here. I'll give you guys a little look at before I get into the video topic today. This is what's called Poco Park Retreats, something like that. Basically, the idea is real estate, mostly flipping, but maybe some renting, vacation rentals. This is the upstairs loft of the first real property, the flip. That's the downstairs. You can see the floors are missing. Took the floors out. Most of the kitchen is out. The fireplace still needs to be attended to. Anyway, it's not the point of the video today. The point of the video today is I was actually ranting kind of, I won't say at my dad, but more or less in his general proximity the other day, or no, earlier today. Because he has a kind of, without, making it about him specifically, but he does have a sort of apathetic or agnostic approach to politics and world affairs, and I think it's more rooted in the fact that he does care for those things, as most people do to some degree, but where we rank those things on our list of priorities is what dictates how much time a day and how much mental energy we put into trying to get results. So obviously, some people do say that just putting videos up and talking online and doing stuff isn't anything, but I disagree. I think it is one of the most profound things that can be done, believe it or not, and I'll talk to people about that topic at length if people want to and find out what people think. But the main thing I want to touch on here is the idea that the baby boomer generation is sort of, this is not a new idea, but I want to say it myself and let people know this is something I agree with. Baby boomer generation is leaving the new millennial generation with a tab of all the social programs that they wanted to do and that were supposed to go good and seem to not be really working. So at the end of the day, I think the right thing to do for the people of the baby boomer era is to fess up to the programs that you pushed for and stop being indifferent and start being proactive and effective insofar as what can you do? I mean, voting isn't really going to do anything, but talking to people and standing on the right side of history, talking to your coworkers around the water cooler saying, hey, I'm really not for Obamacare. I'm really not for, this big police state or this big military state or, all this social entitlement stuff, or, I'm not for Bernie Sanders. I'm not for a minimum guaranteed income, because I don't believe that money can just get printed out of thin air and value can thereby be created. Keynesian economics is something that can be studied. So the main point is that if you're in the 45 to 65-year-old block and you're watching this video, this includes you, and I'm talking about you. What are you doing? What are you doing to help things for what the world you're leaving for the next generation? If you have children, if you have grandchildren, don't. And this is directed at anybody you want it to be. If this is you, this is you. You have a niece, a nephew, a grandchild, whatever, children. What world do you feel comfortable letting them inherit? What world do you feel comfortable passing down to them? Are you taking any steps to make it a better world? Are you indifferent? I mean, yeah, it's really nice to get the things you want while the money printing machine is still warming up. But once it's all burning hot and overheating and we have to turn it off and the interest rates go up and the inflation starts to take hold and we have a currency collapse and we have a new world currency and all this other crap, then you're going to be 75 years old, barely knowing what's going on. You're going to go, oh, well, I guess it didn't work out. Oh, too bad. And then the people that are 18, 19 at that point in time go into the job market with a 60% income tax, to pay for the geriatrics of the baby boomers and their social. Look, this is what happened, guys. I'm sorry. This is some tough medicine. But look, you guys, if this is directed at you or those of you who this is your parents or this is your brother, sister, aunt, niece, nephew, whatever, child, if you're an old person and you're if you're older than the baby boomers, this applies to your kids and you. Be a voice of good. Use your voice. Don't talk about anything you think about in the way I think. This is my opinion. And this is why I'm doing it on my YouTube channel, and I'm talking to whoever fucking cares on my channel. Pardon my French. But the point is don't tell me what you think about barbecue sauce or what you think about football or what you think about interior decoration or something like that, and then leave the big issues unturned. We're being run by tyrants and banksters and crooks and liars and thieves. Hey, don't be a pussy. Excuse me. We can stand up and we can use our words. We're not going to get violent. We're not going to incite anybody to rage. I don't want anybody to ever raise a fist or a flame or anything. So there's no way to misconstrue this. Speak about what you wish, and the reality of the world will unfold. The reason the government, the reason the state, the reason society is filled with the ills that it's filled with, that anybody here is possibly upset about, including me, is because nobody is talking about it and nobody is taking action, positive action, healthy, nonviolent, productive, voluntary action to, now I'm not saying nobody is, but too few people are, and I could talk to people that are. You got the people behind, I'm going to edit this to make it sound better. You got the people behind, I'm going to start talking about me and Seamus doing Freedom Tunes. That's a big one. He's got a craft with art and with comedy where he can take very important concepts and make them palatable for different audiences, and I'm just helping market and do website stuff. So that's great. You got people like Jeffrey Tucker, for example, who makes a whole social network that just regular people can get introduced to liberty at their pace within their circles. That's beautiful. You got Ron Paul doing his academy. You got the Freedom Fiends, to give them a shout out, freedomfiends.com. Cast of some of the most laid back, fun, chill, libertarian, anarchist, voluntarists, whatever they all label themselves as, shooting the cud about what's going on in the world in a laid back manner with a non-authoritarian bent. Look, some people were tattletales, but some people didn't like school. I didn't like being in school. And it's about rigidity. It's about the system. It's about being a cog and being unit number 429, A, B, Q, whatever. Some people throw their family name off and pick up a last name like Freeman or, whatever, Goodman, or any name that you want to take on. You could call yourself, Saul Goodman, whatever, but who you are should be your choice. It shouldn't be something that society pushes on you, and we don't live in that world, and it's getting worse and worse. So the point of this video, to wrap it up, guys, I'm going to snap it off, is be a voice for the things you think are good, and stop being indifferent towards things that are going to impact people with regards to your legacy in this life. Don't think of yourself in a day-to-day, so much as your legacy as well. And with that, guys, roadstoliberty.com. Check out libertymemes.com. Memes is just the word me twice, so libertymeme.com. And then I have a lot of other dope meme sites that you can check out if you're into that kind of stuff, but I'm just going to drop that one on this video. And hit me up, roadstoliberty@gmail.com, if you want to come on the show, talk to me, interview me, get interviewed by me, promote your stuff for free, whatever you want. All right, guys, peace. Like and subscribe.